snake. I'm so weird. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Imogen and it is Tuesday, which means it's Tutorial Tuesdays. This is the first cut crease look I have done on camera. I have no idea how well it has turned out. I don't know how well it's turned out because it's on my face. I don't know how well this will look on camera. I just can't seem to get it right with the lighting so far, especially taking pictures. They never look quite as good. As you can see, I'm not in the same place as I usually am. I am in Johnny's house. If you can hear any noise, I apologise. There is a 24-hour car wash right outside this flat and I can hear it, so you guys might. We've got a bit of green and we've got a bit of gold and we've got a half cut crease. If you like the look of this look, then please continue watching because you will find out how to create it. That's it. I'm gonna leave you all for the video now. I'll see you there. Bye. Bye. So I'm gonna go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade, not this shade. Where's the other one? The shade Tiramisu. Just gonna cover my eyelid right up to my eyebrow. And I'm just gonna pat that in with my finger. And then I'm just going to set that down with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. You want to press the powder in when you're setting an eye look. You don't want to drag it because that'll move the concealer around. You just want to set it in place so that there's a nice smooth canvas, so that there's something that the eyeshadow can stick to. It can also help really bringing out the colours in the eyeshadow, making them more vibrant, making them pop that little bit extra. And the palette we're using today is the eyevotion palette. It's by the brand L.O.V. I've used it before. I used it in the grunge tutorial that I did, the eye grungy, I think it was a New Year's Eve look. But I really like it. They're all shimmery, but they're gorgeous. I love them. I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Ritual. That's going to be the main colour of the eye. I'm starting on the outer corner and just kind of creating the shape I want. Sometimes I'll switch to a smaller, more compact brush just to get right into the inner corner. And then taking the fluffy end of a brush or a fluffy brush, I will blend that together. So no product on this brush, just a clean brush. I'm just going to blend the edges out. I'm taking it quite high, pretty much up to the eyebrow, and I'm blowing it right out. And I'm just going to go back in with the green again, just to deepen the colour and blend. Basically it's a lot of blending, re-adding, blending, re-adding. Okay, and once you've done that, I'm going to take, this is the Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. I'm going to take this shade here. It's kind of a reddy brown, and I'm just going to put that on the very outer corner just to deepen that up a bit. Blend it out a little bit, but not too much, just so the green and the red blend in together. Then I'm going to take a tiny bit of black shadow. You can use any black. I'm using one out of an Urban Decay palette, and you just want to tuck it into the outer corner. And that's the main part done. Now it's time to cut the crease. As you can see, it's only like a half crease. Hopefully I can make this one look like that one. Fingers crossed. Just taking the same concealer that we used for the base of the eye. Pop a little bit on the back of my hand. Take a tiny little brush. So I've got eyeliner on my hand as well. Some people like to use like bigger brushes and just place it on. Some people like to use smaller ones. It's completely up to you on your preference. I actually don't mind either, but today I'm using this. What I do is I put it near the lash line, and then I look forward and look up. And if you can see, it just leaves a mark, which is your guide mark. So you want to go to at least that mark, if not a little bit higher. Sometimes I will like to go a little bit higher, just so that when you look straight forward, you can still see the cut crease. So you want to come right in to the inner corner. The hardest part is making them match, I think. Cutting the crease is scary for beginners like me. It's not actually the cutting that's the hard bit, I don't think. It's the matching them and then the blending. Okay, so once the crease is cut, some people, and sometimes I will set it with, with the powder. Sometimes I don't. It kind of just depends on what I'm going for. I'm not going to set it today. I'm going to leave it wet and tacky. Then what you want to do is just soften where the cut crease meets and where the colour meets. You want to soften that edge. So I'm taking the Ready Brown that we used and just very lightly softening that edge. And then I take my finger just to blend them in. You want to try and make it as seamless as possible. But for this look, it's not actually that important because I'm going to cover the line up anyway. Right, so what you can kind of see going on is it goes from a gold to a mid-green. Like the middle green isn't the same green as that is on the outside of the eye. So what I've done is taken a kind of packing brush, sprayed it with some setting spray, and then I'm taking from the eyevotion palette, taking this color here, it's called Tribe. I'm just packing that onto the middle of the eye. So that's going to be our transition color from gold to greeny gold to greeny brown. Okay, and then I'm going to do the exact same with the gold. So I'm going to spray a brush with setting spray and then take the gold shade in the palette, it's called Spirit, and do that from the inner corner up to where it meets that transition green. And I'm taking it right up to the cut crease. You can lean your head forward a bit to try and decrease any fallout falling on your face. Just love this gold. It's one of my favorite golds. It almost looks like a chunky glitter, but it's not that chunky. It's more gritty. I love it. Okay, and then what I do is just take my finger and take some of that gold and just pat it on to the rest of the eye, just to kind of blend all the colours nicely together. And then to really define the cut crease, I take a little brush, similar to the one I cut the crease with, and take that first green we used, it's called Ritual, just literally define this line. See the difference? Blending it a little bit. And that's most of the eye. Put on a wing. For liquid liner, I'm using the Maybelline Hyper Precise All Day liquid eyeliner. Now, this is quite old, so it's a bit dried up, but I can't find any other ones right now, so this is what I'm using. So for liquid eyeliner, when you're doing a wing, what you want to do is kind of follow this line. So from your bottom line, you want to just carry that line on. That'll create a nice wing for your eye shape. And then you can take it as high or as low as you want, depending on what size of wing you want. Then from there, I like to just draw a line. So you start with a tight line. Don't know, this is hard to show you because I'm doing it this way. Start with a tight line right at the lash line. And then you want to slowly just increase the thickness. And then I stop when I get to about there so that I know where I'm going to join it. So I go from halfway between, so this is the full length of the wing, so you want to go halfway or just above halfway maybe. And then mark it, and that's where you want to meet. Right, this is so dried up. This is not the easiest thing to show you with a dried up liner. Oh crap. Also, you want to, with your mirror, you want to hold it below and look down. That's going to give you the best angle to get the best shaped wing. And then just fill it in. Okay, that'll do. It's not the best wing I've ever done, but it's not easy to do with the dried up liner. Wouldn't recommend that. Okay, and then it's just mascara. No, it's not. I'll do the under eye. So basically for the under eye, all I'm doing is taking that reddy brown that we used as a kind of transition colour and putting it on the lower lash line. I'm focusing most of it on the outer corner, but bringing it just beyond halfway. Also going to put some brown eyeliner in the waterline. And then for highlight, I'm just going to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. I'm using the Sleek Cleopatras Kiss highlighting palette and just the gold shadow one. I'm putting a little bit on the brow bone and on the inner corner. Oh, so if you haven't noticed, I am not at my house. I am at Johnny's house. He's away out, so I thought I would film a look for you guys. So I don't have all my things with me. I've just got some basics, which means I don't have my eyebrow pencil, but I do have a brown eyeliner, and I've actually been using a brown eyeliner for a while. I think was it the last one or one of them, I was using the Stylo brown eyeliner as an eyebrow pencil, and I really like it. It has to be a waxy one though, not just a coal one, because that'll just wipe off. So this is just a Barry M one because I don't have the Stylo one with me today. And what I do is with a spoolie, I just brush it up and then take the eyeliner and just focus it above the brow for the moment. So I'm creating an arch, and then I'm just thickening up down here as well. And then with the spoolie, you can just move this product around. Really getting it into the rest of the brow and just making it more natural. I really like that. It'll look better when I've got foundation on and stuff. Can't do a brow though without using the Benefit Gimme Brow. You just can't. This is a tinted brow gel and I use shade 4, and it's just amazing. Kind of holds your brow in place, but it also adds some colour and some texture. It's just a great product. And that's how I do my brows these days. Okay, so next I'm going to do mascara and lashes. I don't often do this on camera, but this is an eye tutorial, so I will. I'm using the Maybeline Lash Sensational Mascara. I am really, well, I never used to be a huge kind of mascara person. I mean, I don't mean that I wouldn't wear mascara, I just mean I was of the opinion that every mascara was the same. But boy, was I wrong. So when I got this mascara, I did notice a difference. It is drugstore, it is completely affordable, but it is great. I think it's $8.99 or something. It really just does everything though. It curls, it lengthens, it volumizes. It volumizes, but it doesn't clump together. You know, it's the perfect storm. Okay, and then for lashes, I'm just using the Ardell Wispie lashes. I don't actually have the pack, so I'm not entirely sure what they're called, but they are the ones that, you know, get bigger as they go out. Those ones. And I do cut them in half, so I'm just going to use that half and put it on my eye. For eyelash glue, the best glue is definitely the dual glue. I have a wee mini one, but you do get the big kind of cartons of it. Cartons? That isn't the right word. Tubes. That's what I mean, tubes. Always let that dry for about 5 minutes so it's nice and tacky. The amount of times I've put an eyelash on and it hasn't stuck and it's just come right off with my finger. Give it 5 minutes, it's worth the wait because you just stick it on and it sticks. Okay, so I've waited about 5 minutes. I'm going to stick this on. This is actually the hardest eye for me to stick on out of the two, so prepare for some laughs. I don't even have my little instrument I use to stick on. Oh. That actually wasn't bad. Wow. When you're putting eyelashes on, you want to get them like on your lash but up against the lash line. You know, when you see people and you can tell they've got lashes on, that's because they've stuck them to the eyelid, like the skin of the eyelid. You want it to stick to the lash, right against the lash line, but you want it to be on the lash. I use lashes mostly for volume. I don't really need length that much, but I do like them to be a little bit longer on the outsides, just that suits the shape of my eye best, and a little bit more volumed on the outside. So I always cut mine in half, and that's why I like a nice little enhancement of my lashes. I don't like the big ones, but each to their own. Everyone is completely different, and makeup, there is no rules. That's just my personal preference, might not be yours. You can still do this look with a big lash. It is a dramatic enough look that a big lash would be acceptable for this. Okay, so that is me done. That's my first cut crease done on camera. Didn't go too bad. It's maybe not the best one I've done, definitely not the worst one I've ever done. Cut creases are all about practice. I will tell you that now. Oh, by the way, while I was waiting for my lash to dry, I did just clean the fallout. I love that formula of this palette. I literally just take a damp towel and wipe and it comes off. I should have actually done it on camera to prove that. Sorry, but I put the camera off while I waited for my lash to dry. What I'm going to do is, this is just going to be mostly an eye tutorial. I am going out, so I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on, but I'm going to do it off camera. It's probably not going to be anything new, so if you do want to see how I do my skin makeup, then pretty much just watch any of my other videos. What I'll do is I'll go off camera and I'll put it on, put my face on, and then I'll tell you all the products that I used. I'll hold them up to the camera and all that jazz. Okay, look. So I will see you in a few. Hi. Okay, so I've done the rest of my face and I went and just did something to my hair as well. And that is it. This is the finished look, guys. I really hope you liked it. I'll go through a little bit of what I used on my face in case you're interested. For foundation, I used the Dior Skin Glow Forever in shade 3W0. For concealer, I used the same one that we used for the eyes. For cream contour, I used the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. For powder contour, I used the Nip+Fab Bronzer Palette. I mixed the two of the matte shades together and I used the warmer one a little bit more on the cheeks for a nice blush. I set my face with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, the same that we used on the eyelid. I sprayed my face with setting spray with the Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. This is okay, but definitely not as good as the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but I have run out, so I'm using this at the moment, but it's a lot cheaper, so yeah, I would buy this again. For highlighter, I just used the same highlight as I used for the inner corner and the brow bone of the eyes. For lips, I lined my lips with the MAC lip pencil in shade Whirl. I put this pretty much all over the lip except the middle of the bottom lip, and then to gloss these bad boys up, I used, this is a new one, it's Kiko Milano. It is a jelly Stylo lipstick. It's in shade 510 and I really like them. I really like the formula. They make your lips really glossy, but they stay on like a lipstick would, so definitely recommend these. And yeah, that's it. That is the look completed. I hope you liked it. This is my first cut crease on camera. I think it could have gone worse. Maybe could have gone better, but definitely could have gone worse. I would say this is more of a glam look. Wear on your nights out. If you're a redhead like me, green is always a go-to colour. It definitely suits all of us. So to have that as the most prominent colour, I think green would work with most skin tones and most hair colours. So yeah, I didn't know what I was going with at the start of today, but I'm pretty pleased with the results. I'll give you a close-up of the look as a whole. I'm getting kind of snake vibes from the eye. I think it's the green and the gold, but you can do, obviously gold goes with most colours, if not all, so you can substitute the green for any other colour if you wanted to do a look like this. This is only a half cut crease. I don't know if I said that. It's not a full cut crease. I think just with the shape of my eyes, I definitely suit a half cut crease more so than a full cut crease. And I do have, I don't have completely smooth eyes. I do have extra skin, a little bit hooded, although I might get in trouble for saying my eyes are hooded, I don't know. But they are definitely not flat. So if you think you have an eye shape like I do, I would suggest a half cut crease rather than a full cut crease. What else? Bringing the gold right into the corner and then also highlighting with a gold highlighter also elongates the eye. My eyes are a little bit close together, so there's not that much space between them. So if I put a dark shadow there, it makes them look even more closer together. These are just things that I've researched with my own eyes and things about other people's eyes when I've learned about makeup. So these are things you can look up by yourself, but every video I do try and give a little bit of advice. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and this is videos that I do most Tuesdays, so please subscribe to the channel if you think that's something that you will enjoy. And if you want to click on the little bell next to the subscribe channel, that will alert you every time I post something, because if you like this one, then you might like the next one. I've given you a little close-up there, but if you do want to see some pictures of the look, I do post them on my Instagram. I will leave the handle in the comment section or the description section below. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I hope you've had a fantastic day, and I hope you really enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it and I enjoy your feedback, so if you do have any, please leave it in the comments. If you do have any questions, please ask and I will reply. If you have any suggestions for any videos, please let me know. I love to hear them and I do provide. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. If you guys have any suggestions of something to watch, please leave it in the comments. I'm really bored of watching. I never thought I would say this, but I'm getting a bit bored of Friends. I know. Never thought I would say it. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you are watching anything good. I know that's such a boring question to ask, but I'm desperate here. Desperate.